most important factors about computer use is to realistically observe how the user works on a computer. The problem is not the rapid motion of the fingertips, but more the absence of motion for the elbow, forearm, wrist, thumb, and the other joints of the fingers. These joints remain stationary. They don't move. They hover over the keyboard. The more the user uses the computer, the more hours are applied, the more the muscles that hold these joints steady are asked to work. This is not a normal phenomenon in any human activity. It's more normal to vary the body's position when doing work. Probably it's the stationary positioning of the user over the keyboard or the mouse or the trackball that produces the problems, sets the stage for things to develop. The hand is not meant to be immobile. It is meant to move.
What question are we on?
Question 7,
Take whatever.
5.
Take 5. Go.
Those factors that people need to be concerned about when using the computer are their arrangement in the work environment or home, chair height, desk height, monitor height, choice of keyboard, the hours that one spends on the machine at any one given period, other factors that influence the amount of pressure or productivity that's required from a worker on a machine, the amount of pressure that one might put oneself under to complete a deadline at home, complete emails, or get business done. The number of hours accumulate, and the hands are constantly poised over the keyboard during use. It's not healthy. Contributes to problems that we've seen. What other occupations might have similar problems to computer users? There are not many. There are not many occasions where a person is asked to work at the speed of the computer. Similar occupations, or those occupations that require people use computers, do have common problems, common symptoms. Computer graphics, computer artists, architects, interior designers, all use computer programs, landscapers. But it's the time that's spent on the computer that generally produces these problems, not many others. Stained glass cutters, riveters, jackhammer operators, computers, carpenters, plumbers, you name it. Everybody has hand problems.
Right.
So that doesn't tell me anything.
But you're saying
The balance in hands comes from the interrelationship of muscles on the top and the bottom. For one muscle to work, another muscle must relax. There is no spare space in the hand. There's no extra space for anything. Where tendons encounter friction, they have lining, they have a sheath that oils them, that minimizes the friction they incur while moving. But all tendons, all muscles, all joints must enjoy their full motion as far as they go to extend and as far as they go to contract, as far as a joint may bend or lift or move side to side. All joints, all tendons, all muscles must enjoy their full motion. What role does psychology play in therapy?
Can you do me a question, Robert? Instead of asking it as a question, just make a statement.
Okay.
There's a certain amount of psychology in therapy. Something like
Whatever you say, production.
or there's no.
I want you to speak casually, but use my
Well,
words.
he's writing the questions as he's going there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember,
If that was a question that was written.
So what did you say?
But I think that people are just not dedicated to doing their exercises because they don't believe that they're going to get better. Can you address that, Robert?
Well, I can try. I don't know. I don't deal very well with non-compliance, do I? I mean, as a system, Non-compliance is
The
not
people,
one of those
well,
things.
Can you comment on how do you get somebody started doing exercises before they've seen any results?
That's not a question. I always show people results. That's not a question.
What's going to motivate
He
somebody?
wouldn't have come a second time if I didn't show him that his thumb was wider the first day.
Okay.
I mean, you must have results. You must. It's a must. Now, do you have results in normal hands? Now, that's a different question. That's a little less tangible.
Right.
You guys are talking all sick hands.
Right. Oh, you can say that again.
You are. I want to make this video because there's a great deal that could be done to make people aware of how their hands work and what they can do to preserve their health while using a computer. To be a casualty is a mistake. To be a victim of a workplace or using the computer at home is wrong. That a little energy, a little education, a little dedication can assure the individual they're maintaining their health, regardless of what they do on the computer. And that many problems that are presented to surgeons and therapists are in the late stages. And that if a little investment was made in education and a little investment made in energy to inventory a person's hands, these problems could be avoided altogether. What is hand health? Hand health is the balance, the beauty of the hands. People in general do not regard their hands. You don't think of your hands. They're the spontaneous reflection of thought, emotion, or purpose. Hand health is the ability to continue to neglect one's hands, to not have to regard them, to not have to worry about them by restoring and maintaining the natural balance of how hands work.